welcome back. Another round of Open Play. Today we got a special guest, Mr. Daniel Bok. All the way from Wolfish Bay, or you want to be from Rebord? Okay, all the way from Rebord. This is week 9's edition of Open Play. Kumi Kaiko, how are you, man?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Been doing a lot of fitness as well, so my body feels energized and ready for the season. Even though my injury is still holding me back. How are you doing, Daniel Bok?
Hi guys, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here to talk to you guys and hear what you have to say.
We appreciate you taking some time out to spend it with us. We're sharing your story with the viewers out there.
I'm quite excited to get it out. I've been working with boys, so yeah. Always willing to learn.
Okay. Before we kick off with Daniel, you want to start?
Yes. Before we kick off with Daniel Bok, we promised the viewers that we're going to find out about the coaches of the other Premier League clubs. We did our research. We found out that Llewellyn Winkler was last year's coach of Western Suburbs, has resigned. Jackie Bok has took over the head coach position there. David Philander is still Rebord's coach. I would change the winning formula. He's made a big difference there.
Maybe they'll take it this year.
Kudus is still in the way. Ronaldo Pedro, your Falcons coach. Legendary. The newcomers, Grootfontein's coach, is Yuri van der Berg. In Champions United, like I previously said, won't change the winning formula.
Mr. Robbie Dixon
is still coach of the Tasco United Rugby Club.
Daniel, who are you betting on this year to take our number one Premier League?
Well, Morky, I've always been a Kudu boy, so
you don't go for Kudu?
Yeah, pick up for the boys.
Definitely, always. You gotta go for the Kudus, man. You gotta go for the Kudus.
Okay, this is really unfair because you're always gonna choose Kudus as long as they're in.
And as long as he plays for them.
As long as he plays for them.
I'm always gonna choose Kudus because I do not want my position at Kudus to be jeopardized or anything. So I would choose. That's one of my reasons.
Okay, Mr. Coach, you heard that. I think I'm gonna go again with Rebord.
With Rebord this time?
Yeah, I'm taking a long shot.
Obviously, since David Philander is your favorite coach.
We got some All Blacks behind us, boys.
Speaking of favorite coach, who's your favorite coach of the Premier League?
Mine? I don't know of a lot of guys, but overall, like in the world, I would say Neil Powell is my favorite coach at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment.
What they've been doing at SAS is amazing, so yeah.
Okay. Great stuff. Moving forward, the under 20 squad
has been named.
It's in the Republican. So Friday's Republican. So if you want to find out more about who's the players, and there's also they've written a few stuff also about the under 20s that they're going to play in the Africa Cup. So they're going to play against Kenya, Senegal, and all those African teams.
Do you have any names to mention? Someone to look out for in that game?
There's definitely one of our favorites, Ashton Mukilongo.
Mr. Mukilongo.
It's obvious that way you always have to take him with. I also believe he's going to be if he keeps up with the pace that he has right now, he's probably going to be in the next World Cup.
I think he'll bring some more. Because he's definitely going to Sharks, we know that for a fact.
Yeah, he is at Sharks at the moment, at Sharks Academy.
Yeah. So, and the level there is pretty high.
Yes.
Yeah, the conditioning is awesome.
Have you ever played with Ashton before?
No, I've seen him play last year when he played for Bowles by private high school. But other than that, no, he's a lot younger than me.
Yes. Okay, the reason why we have Daniel Bok on the show is that he didn't just play rugby, he's now also a coach at Narwhal
Primary, yes.
Yeah.
Daniel is quite an achiever as well.
Yeah, quite
in rugby. I've played against him, he's a bad man. He's bumped me
a few times.
A few is a lot. But he has done it, and it's not nice being on the receiving end of it.
Yeah. I, on the other hand, had the opportunity to play with him in Tunisia.
Yeah.
It was a great experience.
Thank you for getting something. We played together at primary school as well.
As well.
Yeah.
On the field.
So you guys came quite some time.
Yeah,
Came
since
along.
primary school, high school, playing against each other in Kudus and national level at 7th Street together. Speaking of Daniel Bock, here's a video of Daniel Bock so you can see him in action.
Father, forgive me. I'm staring at this Bible as I keep glancing. Dear Lord, I got questions and I need answers. I'm trying to understand your vision, all I see is damage. Just a bunch of dead bodies in the street camping. A bunch of lost souls on their feet standing. We supposed to be your children, I thought we family. You supposed to be my father, bro, I need answers. We don't need to die young, we just need chances. Tired of living on the edge, so we keep scrambling. Trying to talk to these strippers, but they keep dancing. We just want to be number one like Steve Francis. Bow our heads saying prayer, now the seeds planted. Everywhere I turn, I'm seeing MCs vanish. Lot of good niggas gone, I don't understand it. Lot of families lost and they seeds stranded. I ain't trying to disrespect you, I just need answers. I know you watching us from heaven thinking who to save. Cherry picking who should go next and who should stay. I'd be on my way to heaven if I knew the way. And bring back every good nigga you choose to take. They say you never wrong, but you done made a few mistakes. Cause you taking the wrong niggas, maybe you should trade.
Mr. Daniel, please tell me, you've played rugby, you've played 15s, you've played 7s. What do you enjoy more?
Definitely 7s.
Definitely
it's
7s.
a faster game. I think I can play my role better in a 7th game, so 7s.
Okay.
It's
The fitness is not an issue for you. You like running around the whole
I
time.
love the fitness aspect of the game, so yeah, if you're a lazy player, you're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I on the other hand hate running around.
the 120 kgs is
It's
gets a
too
bit heavy.
too much.
Yeah.
I wish that was my kilometers per hour. Yeah, as you can also see on the videos, that Daniel Bock is an outstanding player, especially on the 7s. One factor that I like, of two factors about him that I like is about his support play and also his distribution with the ball.
I love the aggressiveness he brings to the game.
Yeah.
If you see him run, even at the end of the try, he runs like he's going to start the race now. What do you do? How do you keep focused to bring that type of game?
You have to be prepared, obviously. You're gonna have to be fit the whole time. To be a grafter on the 7th field, fitness is the main thing.
Yeah.
And then obviously my passing skills I have to work on all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
When it comes to your training aspects, it's between the 15s and the 7s, is there different ways that you train when you're in the 15s in the 7s?
Yeah, obviously because in 7s your support play you're gonna have to support more. So passing, going with the guy, you're gonna maybe ruck or get the ball. So all these things are gonna differ a bit from 15s, but all in all your prep has to be on point all the time. Doesn't matter what code you play.
Mr. Daniel, tell me, the coaching aspect. You coach Narrow Primary at this moment.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of videos of the way you coach. How do you handle, especially young boys? I mean, I was a grown man and the rejection and being chosen for team selection and rejection. How do you handle that with young kids?
Well, under 13 boys, most of them are under 12 at the moment. So if they don't get selected, they're gonna cry.
Yeah.
They're gonna literally cry. And then I have to support them. I have to tell them, okay, I'm gonna work with you more, and
Okay.
then I have to keep my word, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I play extra games with the boys, like the reserve boys. I get them to play maybe in the 7th match against each other, just to get the skills level up.
Yeah.
And then through that, I get the confidence up
So to give them an opportunity to grow.
to prove themselves.
Exactly. That's quite.
Viewers, here's a video of Daniel Bock coaching his school, Narrow Primary School.
Probeer wat? So, trek en vas. Nee? Perfect. Toe gaan ons wandel toe. Kry dit. Mooi. Boy, let's go. Sierra, dan nog doen het. Go. Keeper, Johan. Keeper. Oh, lovely. Let's go! Right. Sierra, just talking. What's loud? Fire! Right. We staan ons op. So, as jy nie wil sê nie, dan gaan ek nie weet nie. So, ons fokus op die communicatie is baie belangrik, man. Short, long, deep. Go, move. Ek daar so.
That's Daniel Bok as a coach. Daniel Bok, one question that I would like to ask. All coaches have this one motto that they give to the team to live out through the season. Do you have one, and what's that?
First of all, I like to create like a good environment for the guys to thrive in, and then obviously hard work pays off. The more you do your training, the luckier you get. So that's my motto, basically.
So how do you do to keep so that they can keep to the motto?
You keep reminding them of the goal. Obviously, you don't want to set a goal that's like too far away. So keeping them game for game, and then you continue from there.
So it's sort of like having a feel-good achievement. Every time you achieve something, you feel good about it, and then you set your next goal.
And then obviously you keep them accountable for what they don't achieve.
Yeah.
So that they work on that as well.
Yeah.
So with the boys, you break it down and do the basics constantly.
Yeah.
Focus on all the basics. Yeah.
I saw a video you posted on your WhatsApp this week where you actually had a run with the boys. Is that something you usually do when you do coach, or are these special guys?
Not all the time, but a few of my boys are actually going to Los Angeles in a few weeks. I think 2 or 3 weeks time.
Sure.
So I've been helping them with a bit of fitness, bit of passing drills, and it's off season now.
Yeah.
Most of the boys are busy with athletics, so those are a special group of boys.
Okay. How did these guys get to go to Los Angeles?
A coach of JTL Bakers in Rehoboth,
Yeah.
Renfred Miller, I think.
Okay.
He contacted me and asked me if I can give him a few names, and then I gave him a few of my good boys
Okay.
that can actually play sevens.
Okay.
Oh, so this is like a sevens squad that's going to Los Angeles.
Yeah, the HSBC circuit is playing there, and then they have different levels at the tournament. That are going to play like pre-games, if you can call it that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is a great factor also.
Yeah.
Developing and keeping our young guys off the streets and keeping them
And that's
motivated.
a great opportunity for young boys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Having a stage to perform on where the whole world gets to see you. And sometimes you only get this opportunity once. You gotta use it to the full extent.
Yeah, definitely.
Daniel Borg, do you see yourself also coaching a older squad, like probably a club or something?
In the past, I've been helping at high schools, but yeah, as the time goes by, maybe get more experience and then move up to bigger things. I think that's all anyone's goal, to move up the levels.
What's your opinion of how Namibian rugby performed, especially at the World Cup last year?
I think Namibia has been growing.
Yeah.
Since 99 or 98, they've been growing. So I love what they're doing, but I think we're still a bit content with less.
Yeah.
I think we can achieve more. We are a lot better than a lot of the other countries, but we don't see it. And I think we're not hungry enough to get there, but we...
Personal question. This comes from me now. Do you think we could have beaten Italy?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, we could have beaten them. If we focused more on that game and not only on Canada, definitely.
Yeah, I really think we could have got that.
I also think so. But we gotta give Italy though. They actually, since they have the opportunity to play in the Six Nations, so they are more exposed with tier 1 nations, and that keeps them improving every single game. And I think that's one problem that we have in Namibia. We are not given that opportunity to play against tier 1 nations. I promise you, if you get in 1 year at least four different tier 1 nations, in the next year after that,
Our performance
will be definitely much better.
Yeah. On that, sorry guys, but on that, the sevens, like if we focus maybe, let's say the next few years, we focus on sevens and we get into the HSBC with the best guys possible. We're gonna play against Tier 1 nations every year, 10 tournaments a year. Why not focus on that, grow rugby, go to the World Cup with a more experienced group, and then you're gonna get the results.
Okay, but I'm gonna challenge what you just said now. What about Kenya? Kenya has been doing that.
Kenya's been doing that.
But in 15s, they just don't seem to grow.
Not all of their players come back in 15s.
Okay.
A few of them do from time to time, but all of them as a group, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Yes, but I also believe that the Kenyans, they have improved in the 15 men. If we do not pull up our socks, then definitely they're going to bypass us. Speaking of our national sevens, we have been lacking a little bit since 2016. What do you think? What should our national union focus more on the part of sevens in order to develop it?
Well, I think you know you've been there. So prep number one. You can't go into a tournament with 2 weeks of prep. There's no way you're going to see results. Guys like Madagascar, they are bypassing us because they put in the hard yards. They play in tournaments all over Africa all year round. We only focus on 1 or 2 tournaments. You're not going to get results like that. So get the youngsters in now already. Get them focused in a sevens mentality and then grow from there. I think it's all you can do.
But why do you guys think that we do this year in, year out? Ever since I've started playing rugby and up to now.
I think...
Why do we do this?
I have no idea.
I think the problem right there is like, it's not just at our countries, at multiple countries. Like Namibia, we are more focused in the 50 minutes, so we tend to forget about the sevens. Same in Kenya, they are more focused in the sevens, and then they tend to forget about the 15 men. Like what Madagascar did, what actually Uganda did. They knew that the 15 men is not that strong, and they are not able to compete against Kenya and Namibia, especially not against South Africa. This is now in the African division now at the moment. So what do? They put more money in, more effort in the sevens. That's why Uganda is where they are at the moment. Another example is Zambia. Remember, back in the day, we used to run over in Zambia like they were nothing.
It's not that easy.
And you were there, 2016, you played there in the academy, and you used to run over them as if they were just dominoes on the field. But now at the moment, now
you had to say dominoes.
I had to say dominoes.
Okay.
Now at the moment, they are on the top 5.
Yeah.
Because they put more focus on the sevens. But I think us as Namibians, we have a lot of talent. Definitely. We have a lot of talent. So we have to put the structure on the sevens and also in the 15 men. We have the Premier League, First Division, and even the high school at the 15. But at the moment at the sevens, we only have national sevens in the under 18 though. But we do not have any tournaments leading up to that. I think there's one of our problems that we have in Namibia.
I'm sorry to start things up now, but if we go into the fact that what I just asked, why do we do this year in, year out? If we look into the 50-man rugby in the club rugby, we still don't have a program for the year. We're right back where we were last year. And we're in the end of February right now. What do we need to do to change this? What do we need to do to change the level of rugby, of club rugby that we play in Namibia, so that we can deliver a better 15-man team?
How do you think?
Well, James, I think it starts at management level. So if those guys are going to be prepared, you have to be prepared in everything you do. So they have to prepare at the end of 2019 for the season of 2020. There's no other way to do it.
Yeah.
And if you lag behind, you're gonna start not focusing on the things that you have to focus on. So I don't know.
Yeah. Kumi, you got something to say on that?
Yeah, exactly what Daniel Bok just said. I totally agree with him. We have to start at the management level and then work it down to the players, because somebody has to pull out the leadership and start pushing it down to the players.
Daniel, at coaching level, is there any resources being supplied by Namibian Rugby League?
To my school.
To your school, is there any programs that we know of?
None at the moment.
Okay.
There's been talks. I've been talking to Denry, at the Namibian Rugby Union, and they've been talking about getting a program in where they supply us with balls and cones and all these equipment.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to it this year. Hopefully it comes through.
So it's in the pipeline at the moment.
From what I understand, yes.
Speaking, you are as a primary school coach. What aspects do you think can the NRU put in to develop our primary school youth rugby?
Well, I think if you get players in, like guys that are busy playing at a decent level, and they plow back into the youngsters, these guys look up to guys like Max, guys like Damien. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And if they come up with an idea, maybe do a tour through Namibia, where these guys, these heroes to the kids, come through, they pull up to a school like Narwhal Primary. The boys are going to come through, they're going to come through in numbers, and then that motivates them to actually go to the next level. I've been speaking to different players that I played with, Marshall Yankees, Damien Stevens, and then I don't play with Zander yet, but they send me videos constantly where they motivate the guys before trials, before big games. So yeah, I've been trying to get them motivated, but seeing the actual guy behind the video, I think they will do wonders.
That's absolutely cool what you're doing. Thinking outside the box to motivate the younger guys, because the younger guys are tomorrow's future.
Definitely.
Tomorrow's future.
Any messages you would like to send out to those young guys that are probably also playing in primary school, not necessarily at your school?
Well, guys, go to the field, listen to your coaches, enjoy the rugby. I think that's where it all starts. If you enjoy it, you're going to move to the next level. You are going to learn something new every time you step onto the field. Your coach doesn't have to be the best in the world, like I am, not the best in the world, but they come like we put in effort. So, yeah, go to the field, enjoy it.
Absolutely, great stuff, Daniel. Is there any one of your boys that you know we need to interview that's got that special talent?
No, there are a few actually of last year, but I think my captain of last year, North Damon Tour, he's someone you're going to have to look out for in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely Clement Week material all the way.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
What position does he play?
He's an 8-man.
Yeah, always. It's always a losing.
Okay.
You had it here. Thank you, Dan Bok, for coming in, giving up some time for open play. We highly appreciate the moment here. It was fun. Like and subscribe, you know what to do. Keep on learning.